More details are coming to light regarding what happened at the Astroworld Festival on Friday, from the 8 victims who tragically lost their lives to Travis Scott being sued. Let's get into everything we know. On Friday, November the 5th, Travis Scott's Houston, Texas-based Astroworld Festival became a mass casualty incident. Before we get into this story, we would like to issue a trigger warning that it contains details of a mass casualty incident and scenes of emotional distress. 50,000 individuals attended the festival, and according to officials, on Friday night at around 9 p.m, the concert goers began to compress towards the front of the stage, adding that people began to fall out, become unconscious, and it created additional panic. Tragically, at least 8 people have been confirmed dead, and several others have suffered injuries at the time of this report. Houston Fire Department's Public Information Officer Asuncion Cortez told E! News that during the festivities up until the end of the festival, approximately 300 people were treated on site for minor injuries. He added that 17 patients were transported to area hospitals. 12 of those patients were transported by HFD units. Of those patients, 11 were in cardiac arrest. On Saturday, Chief of Police Troy Finner spoke to the press addressing questions on how the crowd surge occurred and startling information on whether drugs were involved in the fatalities. He shared, "One of the narratives was some individual was injecting other people with drugs. We do have a report of a security officer, according to the medical staff that was out and treated him last night, that he was out and reaching over to restrain or grab a citizen and he felt a prick in his neck." He went on to say, "When he was examined, he went unconscious. They administered Narcan, he was revived, and the medical staff did notice a prick that was similar to a prick that you would get if someone was trying to inject you." The 2-day festival was cancelled after the tragic incident. The Astroworld Fest Instagram account released a statement writing, "Our hearts are with the Astroworld Festival family tonight, especially those we lost and their loved ones. We are focused on supporting local officials however we can." Travis, who according to Us Weekly and other news outlets reportedly paused the performance multiple times to ask what was happening, shared in a statement via social media, "I'm absolutely devastated by what took place last night. My prayers go out to the families and all those impacted by what happened at Astroworld Festival. Houston PD has my total support as they continue to look into the tragic loss of life." However, despite Travis's statement, many on social media shared their criticism of Travis and how he and organizers responded to people's pleas for help as the chaos was unfolding. In particular, many videos have been shared of the crowd chanting to stop the show during Travis's performance, like this one here. Another heartbreaking video of 2 attendees has gone viral, where we see a young girl who managed to get side of stage as the incident was unfolding and began pleading with a cameraman for help, repeatedly saying, "There's someone dead," while another young man also yells to stop the show as the cameraman ignores them and tells them to get off the stage while Travis performs. An additional video that has been shared multiple times shows that Travis sought help for a victim that appeared to be unconscious as he looked on as he was carried away. Many have been critical, like this person, over the fact that he looked on, then carried on the show. While the investigations continue and many remain critical of Travis's response to the chaos that unfolded, some sources have come forward sharing that Travis was trying to get help for victims. A source who attended the event told Us Weekly he asked for everybody in the area to go help them and bring them to the front. Another source told Page 6 he stopped the concert to make sure people were okay. There is a video of him carrying on when one person was carried off, but he didn't realize what was going on. When he did, he stopped the concert. Travis later issued a second statement via his Instagram stories.
You know, my fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out, anything that's going on, I stop the show and, help them get the help they need,
Kylie Jenner was also in attendance at Astroworld and posted a video of her daughter Stormi watching her dad Travis perform not long before the deadly crowd surge occurred. The Instagram clip showed Stormi wearing headphones and putting her hands up in the air. Kylie also shared a video to social media that has since caused a wave of backlash that showed an ambulance in the crowd, which we'll get to in just a bit. Kylie was in attendance with her sister Kendall Jenner and several members of Travis's family in an elevated VIP section overlooking the massive crowd. Following the event, Kylie took to social media to share her own statement on the events, writing in part, "Travis and I are broken and devastated. My thoughts and prayers are with all who lost their lives, were injured or affected in any way by yesterday's events, and also for Travis, who I know cares deeply for his fans and the Houston community." Sadly, the stories and names of the victims, who were ages 14 to 27, are being revealed. They include John Hilbert, who was just 14 years old, 16-year-old Brianna Rodriguez, 23-year-old Rudy Pena, and best friends Franco Patino and Jacob Juranek, who were both 21 years old. Brianna's family posted a tribute to her on a GoFundMe page. "Gone from our sights but never from our hearts. It is with profound sadness we lay to rest our beloved Brianna Rodriguez." They added, "Brianna was one of the victims from the Astroworld event. She was a beautiful, vibrant 16-year-old high school junior at Heights HS in Houston, Texas. Dancing was her passion, and now she's dancing her way to heaven's pearly gates." Rudy's family also spoke to People magazine and explained, "We learned in the worst way. We found out around 12:30 last night from a friend of Rudy that was with him that he had just passed out. It wasn't until this afternoon that we found out he had died." Another victim, Axel Acosta, was identified after Harris County Forensics released a photo. His brother took to Facebook to write, "Thank you to everyone who sent me information on my brother. He had been missing at Astroworld in Houston. He's in a better place, and I hope he knows we all loved him with all of our hearts." As the tributes for the lives lost continue to flood social media, following Kylie and Travis's statements, they both began to trend, with many social media users blasting them, accusing them of not doing enough as the tragedy unfolded. Travis was also being slammed for continuing the show following the first signs that something wasn't right. This user slammed Travis by sharing, "All of these deaths were avoidable," saying he should have stopped the show after one person screamed someone was hurt or dying, tweeting, "To literally scream who told me to stop and keep playing? Trash," as well as calling out Kylie, tweeting, "To film ambulances going through the crowds for an Instagram story? Trash, Kylie Jenner." Another person tweeted, "It is absolutely abhorrent that 1. Travis actively knew something was wrong and carried on. 2. Kylie filming Instagram stories with the ambulance lights in. 3. Cameraman ignoring a girl telling him people are dying." Another shared, "The fact security escorted the Kardashians out of the VIP area of the crowd because it was unsafe literally says it all. They knew exactly what was going on and did nothing to stop it." And now it's being reported that Travis is being sued, in which is seen as the first of many lawsuits likely lined up. Manuel Souza, who claims he was injured at the show, is accusing Travis and promoters Live Nation of putting profits before safety at the event. According to Billboard, papers filed by Souza's lawyers stated, defendants failed to properly plan and conduct the concert in a safe manner. Instead, they consciously ignored the extreme risks of harm to concertgoers and, in some cases, actively encouraged and fomented dangerous behaviors. The suit accuses Scott and the organizers of negligence and gross negligence and seeks at least $1 million in damages. As the investigations continue, it has been reported by many news outlets that part of the investigation will include the fact that Travis continued to play for at least 30 minutes after police declared the event a mass casualty event. Houston Fire Chief said early on Saturday that a mass casualty event had been declared at about 9:38 p.m. during Travis's performance, but he kept performing until about 10:15 p.m., a 37-minute gap, according to the New York Times and the Houston Chronicle. Variety reported that Travis will be providing full refunds for all attendees who purchased tickets to the Astroworld Festival. It was also revealed that he cancelled his set at the weekend's Day in Vegas festival. We here at Clever are devastated to hear about the tragedy at Astroworld and are sending our love and condolences to the families and friends of those who lost their lives this weekend and everyone else impacted by this awful tragedy. This is a developing story and we'll be sure to update you with more information as it becomes available. As more news is shared, we know a lot of thoughts, emotions, and questions are coming up for everyone, so feel free to share your thoughts and condolences in the comments section below. I'm your host, Susan Morad. Stay safe out there, you guys. Bye.